Alrighty. Alrighty, what's up, everybody? We are live! We're live! We're live! We're live! We're live! We're live! We're live! Alright, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a late night video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below in my pants. Which means the description marks. Dummies. But, anyway. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit the subscribe button, like I said, down in my pants. In the description marks. And, as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap, slap, and beat that bell to a bloody pulp. Don't forget to turn on all notifications so you never ever... And I think ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, do as your tribal god tells you to do. So, like the video, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all notifications. And hopefully you'll get my videos. If not, then, well... too bad for you. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, on this late Friday night, well, now it's after midnight, so happy Saturday to you. Early Saturday, not early Saturday, but after midnight here in the Northeast, so on this late Friday/Saturday, March the 25th, 2022, or now, if you're watching from somewhere else in the world, it's March the 26th, 2022, the final weekend of March, as we're rolling in to the beginning of April. Next Friday, we got April Fool's Day, and WrestleMania weekend next week, and then after that, we got baseball. Yes! And that's gonna be some good shit. So that's all I gotta say about that. Speaking of baseball, Mets played the Astros tonight, and, well, played a pretty good game. It was a pretty close game, but the Mets lost 2-1 to the Assholes. And, it was an okay game. Tyler McGill pitched pretty well. Not great, but pretty decent, and that's pretty much it. So the Los Mets, then away for York, go to 3-3 on the spring season. That doesn't count, but just for observation, they are at 500 now at 3-3. They play tomorrow, obviously, and then Sunday is going to be a huge day for Met fans. Not only will you see the GOAT on the mound, the greatest pitcher in the entire world, Jacob deGrom, pitching on Sunday against the Cardinals. You're going to get Max Scherzer on the mound in the same game. That's going to... I feel bad for the St. Louis Cardinals on Sunday, facing deGrom and Scherzer the same day. That's... that's going to be the price of admission. And I think the game is on SNY. I'm not sure. I have to check, because I don't know when they're going to show any spring games on Pix 11, Channel 11. I think it's this Sunday and next Sunday, the April 3rd game. So, but I'm pretty sure that if you lovely people have Channel 11, you'll get to see Scherzer and deGrom pitch on Sunday for the Mets against the Cardinals on Pix 11. So, I get to DVR that. So it is what it is. So gonna be a good weekend of action, and that's pretty much it. Also New York sports tonight. Los Rangers. The Rangers wiped the floor with the Pittsburgh Penguins. 5-1 at the Garden. It is what it is. We all know Pittsburgh is basically New York's bitch. Same thing as Philly, but It is what it is. So, yeah, so the Rangers won tonight. And sadly, the Mets did not, but it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. And that's all that matters. And that's it. But anyway, I hope you had a great day to start the weekend, like I said. And I'm going to get a little bit cold here in the Northeast this weekend after really tomorrow. Monday is going to be like 32 degrees. It's going to feel like winter. It's not even winter anymore. It's spring. It's like the first week of spring just started this week, and going into the second week is gonna feel like early winter, 32, 34 degrees, and then by the end of the week it's gonna get back up to actually spring weather, back up to 60, and then hopefully as we get through into April, we'll start hitting 60, 70, 75, maybe 80 by the end of April, early May, but we'll see what happens with all that. And pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, so on this late Friday night, we got the Tribal Queen! We got the Tribal Queen! In the chat, Lauren. Lauren's in the chat. Had to set me straight the last couple of days. She didn't come over and kick my ass, but, she was getting close. But, yeah, she had to set me straight the last couple of days because, let's just say it wasn't a great last 2 days, I guess, say that. Wasn't a great last 2 days. I was kind of wanting to hit the, the button, you know what I mean? The button that says, I give up. I wanted to hit the quit button, but I put up a couple of posts on Twitter saying I was thinking of getting rid of my social media accounts, and kind of just basically give up on social media after WrestleMania. So, but I'm here to tell you, I will not be leaving you motherfuckers. No, that was a test, by the way, and you all failed the test. I just want to point that out. Everybody failed the test. Even Lauren, Prince, Nick, everybody failed the test. Even who failed the test, but it is what it is. So just want to say, I am not leaving social media at all. I'm not taking a break. I may take a break. That's the only part of that little test stuff that that was kind of true. I may be taking a break. Probably going into WrestleMania. Not going into WrestleMania. Probably after WrestleMania. Might not be on as much as I will be doing. I'm not even on that much now, to be honest with you. It's Friday and I'm doing a Raw Smackdown review, and then tomorrow I'm doing an AEW Rampage and Dynamite review. So I'm kind of, I'm kind of splitting it up this week. But yeah, next week is going to be an adventure because, besides work, I got a busy week next week, with WrestleMania Raw, NXT, Dynamite, and then WrestleMania Smackdown, Supercard of Honor, plus predictions for NXT, WrestleMania, and Supercard of Honor, plus your Smackdown Rampage review, which I don't know if I'm going to get to. And then next Saturday, I'm going to try, after NXT Stand and Deliver, I'm going to come right on, because I know NXT Stand and Deliver should end about 4 o'clock, about 4:30, so I can try to get the review done around 5 o'clock, and then go right into WrestleMania Night 1, do that, and then on Night 2, on Day 2, April the 3rd, if I don't go anywhere, which I don't think I will, but you never know, might have plans. I'm going to try to get Supercard of Honor review up in the early afternoon, or I might just do my thoughts, you understand, about that. And then I'm gonna watch WrestleMania Night 2. Get you ready for that. And then that Monday, the Raw after WrestleMania, probably early in that. Actually, no, because I have a doctor appointment that day. So hopefully I can get home before the Raw after Mania goes up, so I can try to get the Super Card of Honor. Well, actually, the WrestleMania review up for the entire WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. So I'm going to try to get that up before Raw goes on the air, because I don't want to do WrestleMania review the day after WrestleMania, Raw after WrestleMania. So it's going to be a big pain in the ass. And that's why I hate WrestleMania week, because there's so many videos to do. And coming out of that, the week after is even more busy, because I got the Raw after WrestleMania, NXT, I got to do baseball predictions, then I got to do Dynamite, and then try to get hopefully back on the same schedule, hopefully by April 7th or 8th, we'll see. But yeah, the next 2 weeks is going to be pretty damn busy, and I don't know how the hell I'm going to get all those videos done. It's going to be, like my dick hard, you know what I mean? But, stay with me on social media, and if anything, I can give the keys to, Nick and Lauren and Prince and, the rest of the prophecy, they could do a review and I don't even have to do anything. But I'm kind of debating about that, but we'll see. I'm not giving the keys to the kingdom of Gilmore yet, so just put it there. I know Prince has his Palace of Wisdom. He actually showed me a picture. It looked like he shows me a picture. This fucking idiot. Kyle. Oh, sorry. Prince. I didn't want to say his real name. Yeah, Prince Idol sends me a freaking picture on text. Says, the Palace of Wisdom is real. He shows me a picture. It looks like his house. I'm like, dude, did you just show me a picture of the mall? Kind of looks like the outside of a mall wherever he lives in Texas or something like that. But I mean, that's his house, man. I want to go to his house. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, Prince can have his palace. I have Casa del Gilmore, so which is more lavish. You didn't hear that from me. But it is what it is. We'll move on from there. That's all I gotta say. See, now I feel good. After a couple of days not doing so good, kind of in the doghouse, if you will, with Lauren and Nick and other people. We'll just say that. So, was in the doghouse, and, the king, I might be a tribal king, but, the tribal queen had to kick my ass! Take my belt, goddammit. And that's it. Oh, I got something special for you guys at the end of the show. Something special. I finally found this. I thankfully, the missus did some interior decorating today. But I have something in this little box, and no, it's not a T-Mobile phone or anything like that. Prince will love it. You're gonna love it. That's it. All right, so let's get ready for this. Let's get this video out of the way, because I got things to do, and I gotta. I don't have to work in the morning tomorrow. I do have to work, but only for a couple hours tomorrow, and then. Basically got the weekend to myself. That's it. Alright, we'll move on from there. Alright, so we got Lauren in the chat, the tribal queen of the chat. She goes, hey yo, it's survey time. Did you come to see WCW? Or did you come to see the NWO? Chico. Survey said, one more for the bad guy. So, alright, so Lauren's here, she goes, yeah, boy. What are you, Flavor Flav? Yeah, boy, Flavor Flav! I hated that show. Flavor of Love 1 and 2. I think there was a third one. All of them sucked. With Miss New York, that fucking slutty transvestite whore. I mean, really, Flavor Flav, you couldn't tell that was a transvestite. But I'm Flavor Flav! Not once, but twice, he told Miss New York to hit the bricks. He really should have got with Hoops the first season. I don't know why they broke up after that. And then where did Hoops go after that? Oh yeah, she went with Shaq. She was bowling. If you know what I mean. She was bowling. Or bowling. It is what it's done. The second season, he gets with what was her name? Juicy. I forgot what her name was. Yeah. And then they had a spin-off, you know, what was it called? Flavor of New York or Miss New York. I Love New York, and that was horrible. 2 seasons of that. It was just horrible. She got with that one guy, this big dude, who marries her at the end of the show. And she's like, yes! And then she starts making out with the guy. And she's like, forget this guy got a tiny cock. You know? And then on the reunion special, she basically called him out. It's like, hey. It's like, you're big in the bedroom. He was like, you got it. You know, I was like, oh, God. So I was like, yep, they're gonna make a second one. They made a second one, and that was horrible with Mr. Boston and Mr. Tuxedo, whatever the freak his name is. That was horrible. I don't even remember who won that. I could care less. These reality dating shows are just hideous. I still think the best one was Rock of Love with Bret Michaels. The first two, and then what was the third one? It was Rock the Bus, I think was called. And man, I mean, some of the women on that show, damn you, Bret Michaels, how did you get rid of half of them? I'm like, come on, dude. He got with Amber, who was basically a nobody, and then turned into a hot piece of ash at the end. Where he really could have had, I think it was the first season or the second season, and he could have had Daisy, who looked smashing hot. Then he had that one bitch with the red hair that was always stalking him. Like, oh, I just wanted to go in your bedroom and I had a I had a 3-way. Yeah, but look where Bret Michaels is now. He's got a nice wife, two gorgeous daughters. I think their names are Georgia and Rain. I think something like that. Bret Michaels is doing well for himself, with and without Poison. Where's Flavor Flav now? Pfft, who cares? Where's Miss New York now? Who cares? They're probably still single. You know? Like Tila Tequila. Remember that show with Tila Tequila? Ugh. Tila Tequila used to be goddamn hot. Goddamn hot. Then she made a couple of porn movies, and then she just went weird. Now she's finding God. She was weird. Remember MySpace? You know about MySpace, Kenny. MySpace, Kenny! MySpace! Are you kidding me? MySpace! Remember when you had the top 8 and Tom was your first friend? Tila Tequila was my number 2. I hate to say that. Tila Tequila was number 2. I think In This Moment was number 3, and like half the other most of the members were on my top 8 back in the day. But yeah, but it is what it is. These stupid shows are garbage. Oh yeah, I gotta get to that. Thank you, Lauren, for posting that. I will get to that in just a second. We have a from I can't. I'm so tongue tied today because I had Carvel ice cream before. Pistachio with Limbus sprinkles, coconut sprinkles. Whereas I had a sundae. It didn't cost me that much either. I'm not gonna tell you how much it cost me. But it's what it is. Hold on 1 second. I was just acting up. God damn it. Alright, move on. Alright, Lauren says, yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was a test. Lauren says, except me. She goes, good night. She says, I didn't. Alright, now we got the tribal chief. The chief is here. Nick Infante, 1992. What's going on, Nick? Me and Nick had a little argument about what Prince Idol said yesterday. Because Nick said that I went AWOL yesterday, and then Prince is telling me that, oh, Nick said you went AWOL yesterday. All I will say is I kind of went off the wall yesterday. I was going to do videos yesterday, but I was just so not in the mood. I wasn't even going to do it today, to be honest with you. I wasn't even in the mood to do it today. But now we're here. Now we're here. We're back. The prophecy. I'll tell you guys right now. You thought the prophecy was big now? Just wait till after WrestleMania. Just wait until after WrestleMania. The prophecy will be the biggest thing on YouTube after WrestleMania. I guarantee you that. All you trolls that think the prophecy is dead, it's basically nothing. There's no members. I proved you wrong before on Twitter when I said it was real and Rosemary put her stamp of approval on it. I'm getting more members almost by the day. Who do you think got Prince Idol to come here? Me. Who do you think got Lauren? Me. Who do you think got Nick? Me. Everybody else that's basically been here lately. Max and Savannah and everybody else. Who do you think got them? Me. That's why I put that cryptic tweet up. Because that was a test. Was you thought some of you trolls thought I was gonna leave. I'm not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We right here. The prophecy ain't going nowhere. But we're in, I would say, can I say rebuilding? No. Can't say rebuilding. But we're getting hungrier, we're getting stronger. I'm not saying it's like NXT 2.0 or anything like that, but I guarantee by after WrestleMania, the prophecy is going to be talked about a lot on YouTube. A lot. And like I said in that little cryptic little tweet, if you will, and I did kind of put it up on briefly I put it up on my community tab where I said that what did I say? I forget what I said. Yeah, I basically said that that the beast has been awoken. That's why I put hashtag beast within in this moment reference. So yeah, so the beast has been awoken, and the prophecy is awoken right now. That's all I'm gonna say about that. See, if Prince was here, he would he would tell you himself. But he's doing his own thing right now. So, but he'll be back. But as far as the prophecy goes, we're getting stronger. We're getting hungrier. We're getting meaner. So watch out, because you don't want to fuck with us. I guarantee that. You do not want to cross the prophecy. For your own sake and your channel's sake. You do not want to cross us. Because if you do, you can kiss your YouTube career goodbye. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, the beast has awoken, and everybody who tries to mess with us, well, we're gonna send them to the Shadow Realm. And that's not a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. You will go to the Shadow Realm, and where you never will return. And me, Nick, Lauren, and Prince Idol, and basically everybody in the prophecy can back that up. So that's that. All right, let's move on from there. All right, so we got Nick in the chat. And blah blah blah. All right, now Nick and Lauren are talking. Lauren says, "Nick, hit me up on Discord." Okay. Okay. Lauren says, "Okay, sounds good. Good schedule. Yeah. Next week, like I said, next 2 weeks is gonna be really, really, really busy, and I'm gonna try to get as much content as I can within the allotted time frame. Because, I got work, I got things to do. I'm pretty much busy, so, for the next 2 weeks. Especially next week with the WrestleMania week and everything. Week after that, I got baseball I gotta get ready for baseball. I got a certain special day coming up. I can't, I'm not gonna talk about that, but it's a special day. Next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, the following Wednesday. It's a special day. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm going to be pretty busy. And making the money you wish you had. So, that too. Alright, so yeah. So the schedule is going to be a little bit changed over the next couple weeks, and that's it. But we're going to get back to your normal schedule. Probably before Palm Sunday. The Troll's favorite holiday, Palm Sunday. But we'll move on from there. And we also got Easter coming up too, so everything will be back to normal, I would say, by Easter. So, got that. Alright, Lauren says, not in the doghouse. Well, I was in the doghouse. So, I put myself in the doghouse. So, move on from there. Alright, Lauren says, Taylor Hawkins passed. Yes, I want to briefly talk about that, because I heard this on the Joe Cronin show earlier, and somebody said that Taylor Hawkins of the Foo Fighters, the drummer, man behind the Skins, legendary drummer of the Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins, has passed away tonight at the age of 40 years old. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, he didn't die. What are you talking about? All these people are stupid, like, oh, he died, he just died. It's all over the news. And as you know, when you hear somebody dying, you have to go to TMZ, or you have to look it up. So I did some research, and even on Wikipedia, I went on his Wikipedia. I wasn't even on TMZ. But I went on Wikipedia, I went on Blabbermouth, the Bible, one of the Bibles of all metal talk, next to Loudwire, of course. So I had to go on, Loudwire, I had to go on Blabbermouth, and his Wikipedia page, but yes, it is true, ladies and gentlemen, sad news report out of Foo Fighters land. Taylor Hawkins has passed away at the age of 40 years old. No cause of death at this time, but very shocking to find out that a very accomplished drummer, and he wasn't on the first album. He was on the second album, which I think was called The Color and the Shape. With "Don't Wanna Be Your Monkey Wrench." That album, and Everlong, of course. Some of the good stuff, when he dressed up as a woman in some of the videos, and good stuff. But yeah, Taylor Hawkins has passed away at the age of 40. Like I said, no cause of death at this time, but there were rumors that he was doing heroin. I think in the early days of in his time with the Foo Fighters, he did have some problems with heroin. So that may or may not have been the cause of death. I personally don't know. I think later on tonight, or probably by tomorrow, we'll find out an official cause of death. And then I'll do an actual proper tribute to Taylor Hawkins tomorrow on my Metal Guy channel. So check that out tomorrow on the Metal Guy channel. But yeah, but those of you tuning in now, Taylor Hawkins of the Foo Fighters has passed away at the age of 40 years old. Was it 42? It was in his 40s, I think. But yeah, so just sad. Now we're losing fucking, people that really should not be dead right now, like Taylor Hawkins or Eddie Money and Ronnie Spector and people like that. You know what I mean? Tiffany Hale of the Party. I still miss my sweetheart from the Mickey Mouse Club. Passed away on Christmas. Right after my birthday, I find out Tiffany Hale of the Mickey Mouse Club died. Fucking broke my heart. Still does. My very first celebrity crush. But she's singing up there in heaven with her idols. She's having a good old time in that concert hall in the sky. Then but we lost so many last year and going into this year. Cobra Kirshner, Charlie Wolfcale from the old school WAP WC, Betty White, Ed Asner, Ronnie Spector, Eddie Money, people like that we've lost already. Now we lost Taylor Hawkins of the Foo Fighters. Not good. Not good. Not good. Just yeah. So my thoughts and prayers go out to Taylor Hawkins. His family. I think he has a wife and kids. I think. But yeah. Dave Grohl's not taking it so well. He lost probably one of his writing partner, his singing partner. And I don't think anybody can replace Taylor Hawkins at this point. I really don't know who they can get, because I don't think Dave Grohl is gonna do double duty, play guitar and drums. I mean, he is a known drummer of Nirvana. We all know that. But I don't know what the Foo Fighters are gonna do. I know they just came out with some music. I forgot what the name of it was on their Foo Fighters channel. I think it's called Demonic something. Some weird thrash metal stuff they just came out with. Then they had they did the cover of the Bee Gees, which was good stuff. I thought they were coming out with a new album, new Foo Fighters album, but I think they were doing that Demonic 666 stuff that Dave Grohl was doing in his house or something like that. But yeah, so not a great day to be a Foo Fighters fan, because they lost one of their not founding members, but a great drummer, a great singer. You love Led Zeppelin to death, the guy, and very good backup singer. Especially if you listen to The Pretender, you know why. Well, they did not like the other. Yeah. Good stuff. So, my thoughts and prayers go out to the Foo Fighters family, the fans, and Taylor Hawkins' family and friends, of course, too. So, we got that. Alright, we'll move on from it. Alright, Lawrence says, then the tequila show. Oh, yeah. What was it? She had the reality show, Double Shot. What's it called? Double Shot of Love, I think it was called. No, that wasn't it. What was that stupid tequila dating show? Was it I thought it was called Shot of Love. If I say Shot of Love, I'm thinking of the Jersey Shore thing. You know, with Vinny and Paulie D. Yeah, buddy. Their little reality dating show, which really is basically now Vinny's show, because Vinny still can't find a chick. Paulie D found a chick. I think he is. I think he married that chick. From what I've seen on the Jersey Shore Family Vacation, I think he's engaged or he's about to get married. There's a rumor he has a kid. I'm like, when did Paulie D have a kid? Maybe in a prior relationship, maybe, but I could be wrong. But I know Vinny, I think, is the only single member of the original Jersey Shore. So, come on, Vinny, get yourself a chick, get married and have some Guidos and Guidettes, you know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. Come on now. Do I have to do everything for you? Pretty much. But yeah, the Tito Tequila reality show was horrible. Like all these other reality shows, like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. There's so many other reality dating shows that are just freaking hideous. Temptation Island sucks. I forget there's another one out now that sucks too. Basically, all these dating shows, you know what they basically are? They're basically shows that get men and women just bang each other. That's it. Hey, I just met you. Let's go have sex. Why not? Then we're gonna fall in love, and then we're gonna break up after the show. That's why I would never go on one of those shows. I wouldn't give two shits. I'm not on there for love. I'm not on here for love. I'm on here to bang some chicks. Just give me the contract, give me the money, and I'm out of here. Just as long as I don't go home with an STD. I digress. Alright, we'll move on. Alright, we got the Insanity Plex, my good buddy from the XWF. He goes, yo, yo, yo! Oh, you gotta say it like the Sandman. Yo! 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 But what's going on, dude? We move on. Alright, Lauren says, hey, Plex. Alright, saying Plex says, hello, Lauren, how are you this fine evening? Watch out now. Watch out now. I think Lauren is spoken for. But we'll move on from that. Alright. Hope you're doing well on this late, well, almost getting, well, not too late, but it's, almost 1 o'clock here in the Northeast on this, now Saturday morning. We'll move on. Alright, Lauren says, Prince is me. Prince? What? What are you talking about, Lauren? Anyway, Lauren says, I'm Queel. Okay. Do you mean you're cool? Sometimes I don't know what the hell you're talking about there, Lauren. I know Lauren's doing double duty right now because she's on my show and now she's on Tony's show. Tony from Revere, otherwise known as Dalton Castle. That too. That too. And we move on. Alright, final comment before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of this shindig. The Sandy Plex says, Gilly, I'm fully clothed. I hope you are. I'm fully clothed, obviously. Gotta represent Randy Weitzel's, one of Randy Weitzel's side projects, Blackfall. Speaking of Randy Weitzel, him and in this moment doing some good shit so far on the Knotfest Roadshow. They were in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think last night. And there was a power outage during the show. During Adrenalize, the power went out. They played so hard, the power went out, during Adrenalize. Well, at least it was Adrenalize, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, as above, so below, or something like that, But at least it was a banger like Adrenalize. I can't play the guitar anymore. What's going on? Stop the show. We don't have any power. I can't hear myself in the mic. My monitor went off. Yeah, but that's what happens. Things happen at a live show. You can't control. I don't think I've ever been to a concert where during the concert, like, the lights went out or something like that, or, like, the guitar blew out, or like the speakers blew out, or any crap like that, or like like the lead singer would stop the show and then because people were fighting. I mean, before there was one show before In This Moment did go on, but this was before they went on. There were people fighting like few feet in back of me, and everybody was yelling and everything, and next thing you know, Maria Brink gets over the PA. It's like, "Hey, you guys stop fighting! If you guys don't stop fighting, I will come out there and beat your ass." And I go, "And she'll do it too." I mean, nobody wants to fuck with Maria Brink. Nobody. And if you try, I'll be right next to her kicking your ass. And about 500 other people will kick your ass too. So, don't do it. But it is pretty much it is what it is. I haven't really been to a concert where something like that happened. Like they would be playing and then they would stop the song because some idiot, groped a chick or something like that. I mean, it has happened on the In This Moment show, but not the ones I go to. It is what it is. And that's it. Alright. Sandy Plex says, "Gilly, who was your favorite in WCW?" I mean, that's a question? Really? I mean, you should know, of all people, you should know my favorite wrestler in WCW. It wasn't Hogan. It wasn't Macho Man Randy Savage. It wasn't even this guy. Hey, Mike. Get over here. What do you want, Gilmore? I'm busy. I'm sorry that I interrupted your gummy blowjob from Mae Young. I'm sorry, alright? Yeah, but you said my name. What do you want? I gotta go back. Alright, one second. Somebody asked me if who's my favorite wrestler in WCW. Well, I hope you said me, Gilmore, because you know I'm awesome. Well, you weren't in WCW for that long, but in ECW you were one of my favorite wrestlers. You got anything to say? Yeah, Eric Bischoff sucks. Yeah, well. There you go. I mean, you were better off in ECW than going to WCW, and the only thing you really did was basically end Chris Canyon's career. I hated that Canyon. He thought, he always thought that everybody was better than him. But he wasn't awesome like I did. So that's, you saw what I did. I powerbombed him off the freaking terror cage. Too bad it wasn't through a table. Yeah, but you broke his back and ended his goddamn career. So, At least you got something. You have something for that, but. But anyway, I mean, not one. I mean, you're not my favorite wrestler in WCW. I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, all right, gotta go. Say goodbye to Nick, by the way. Bye, Nick. Okay, get out of here. Go back to Mae Young. Put your pants back on. God damn it. Creepy fuck. But yeah. My favorite wrestler in WCW is and always will be, and not who you think it is, not Hogan, not even Scott Hall, God rest his mighty soul, not even Nash, not even Luger, not even Sting, not even Booker T. Sucker, not even Jeff Jarrett. My favorite wrestler in WCW, ladies and gentlemen, is and will always be the man that so-called the master of the diamond cutter. You know who he is. Diamond Dallas Page Falkenberg. Or DDP for short, yeah. So DDP is my favorite wrestler, was my favorite wrestler in all of WCW. Not even Flair. Or Terry Funk. Or Cactus Jack. Not even the Pluck Scorpion. But all time it will always be Diamond Dallas Page. The master of the diamond cutter. But he still cannot get out of the Gilmore cutter. Bang! Nobody can get out of that. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright. We'll move on from there. Alright. Thought we had more people in this damn chat. But, it's okay. There's probably just me and Lauren. That's cool. It's Friday night. People are probably out drinking and partying and I don't know what else they're doing. I know Lauren's doing double duty, so Nick's probably about to go to sleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. That too. But, it is what it is. And that's it. Alright, so after that, we're all done with the comments for now. But chat room's still open if you want to talk about Raw, Smackdown, anything in the world of professional wrestling, music, whatever you want. Open forum. Talk whatever you motherfuckers want. And that's it. Alright, so right now on this now late night, I'm going to give you a twofer, like I said, on my community post. So, right now, ladies and gentlemen, at 1:05 in the morning on now March the 26th, 2022, it is time for your late, really late, so far out of date, Monday night. Monday night review for March the 21st, 2022, as we're, getting close to WrestleMania week. Next week, this Monday night, is WrestleMania Monday, or WrestleMania Raw, they're calling it. And that's going to be from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, the home of the franchise, Shane Douglas. And if you don't like it, you can suck my ass. And as always, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle. But Pittsburgh is always known as the home of former Women's World Champion, the good doctor, say it with me now, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. And speaking of Pittsburgh, AEW will be coming back to Pittsburgh and at the end of April. I believe it's April the 21st or 22nd, and then they're going to be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the end of April as they roll on into May, and then start the road to Double or Nothing, which is in Vegas at the end of May. But we'll move on from there. Alright, Nick has to leave. Sorry I can't stay, Peter. I'm about to head off to bed. You loser! It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Stay up, bastard. Well, you got work tomorrow. I mean, it's Saturday, Nick. Do you have work Saturday? Oh, I do, but I don't have to get up too late. I can stay up all goddamn night if I want to, but I'm getting a little bit tired, so I want to get this done, and then I'm gonna probably hit the head. I mean, well, not that head, of course. I'm gonna hit the bed and then go to sleep, and then gotta do some things, and really nothing much to do tomorrow besides a little bit of work, and then that's it. Maybe we could do some chores in the house, clean up a little bit, and then Sunday I got a couple things to do. So Sunday I will probably be incommunicado. So that's it. But Nick, thanks as always for coming in, my tribal chief of the chat. But you don't get double pay this time, so sorry. It is what it is. I'm tired, damn it. Yeah, it is what it is. What did you do all day? Don't answer that. I digress. Were you in Rio having an all day sex marathon? Come on, you can tell the class. I'm just joking. Alright, so Nick, I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. And that's it. So, good night, Nick. That's it. And we'll move on from there. Lauren says, any ECW? My favorite wrestler, my favorite in ECW? Well, besides Mike, of course. New Jack, motherfucker. Get that sight away from me. Damn it, New Jack. Jerome, I told you, keep that sight away from him. Do I have to call St. Peter and tell him to get that sight away from you again? Jerome. Get it away. Put it away. Go back to the bar. And go do something with Sensational Sherry, okay? Motherfucker. But yeah. As far as ECW goes, I love New Jack. The Gangsters, of course, you know. Probably one of the greatest and scariest tag teams in all of ECW, and probably all of wrestling. The most violent and most scariest tag team in wrestling history. Sandman, of course, you know. Sandman was one of my favorites in ECW. Tommy Dreamer, why not? RVD, Francine. Actually, Francine said hello to me today on her podcast. On YouTube, they're doing, she was doing she does a podcast called Eyes Up Here, you know, because she has big titties. So, they were doing, I didn't even know, but they were doing an actual video version of Eyes Up Here, her podcast with, her, I don't know, it's her boyfriend, or it's her, one of her friends. So, I was in the chat, I said, hey, Francine, what's going on? She's like, hey, killer, blah, 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 I can't pronounce some of your names, blah, blah, blah. So I put in, hey, Frenchie. You know, because I call it, there's people, you know, Francesca, I call Frenchie, so blah, 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 blah. So she kind of laughed at it. He says, hey, killer, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. So then I left another comment, said, Francine, you can call me Peter. And she says, I see you, Peter, I see you, blah, 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 blah. And I said, hey, Peter from New York. Blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't on the chat for too long because I had other things to do, so. What's up? Pretty much it for that. But yeah, I did talk to Francine today, so that's a plus. So yeah, I love Francine. Beulah McGillicuddy, you know, Tommy Dreamer's now wife and who has kids with him. The ever popular Kimona Wanalea. who's an actual porn star, by the way. Terry Funk, Carrie Lynn. But I think my favorite out of ECW, besides RVD and Samu, and Bill Alfonso, right down the middle, daddy, like Bill Alfonso says, right down the middle, daddy. My favorite wrestler in ECW, besides the franchise, and not Taz, of course. My favorite wrestlers in ECW were, get ready for this, Balls Axel Shaw. There you go. God bless all three of them. The chair swinging freaks, Balls Mahoney, Axel Rotten, and the Shaw. I don't know if Ian Rotten's still alive. I think he's dead too. So there you go. 4 chair swinging freaks. Like I said, I don't know about Ian Rotten, but if he is dead, then 4 chair swinging violent motherfuckers and New Jack are in heaven. And Abdullah the Butcher to that one, and Bruiser Brody. So that's 6 motherfuckers going up there, beating the shit out of each other. Motherfucker. I guess you can add Mike to that. That'd be number 7. That's a hardcore match I'd love to see. But it is what it is. But that's it. Alright, so like I said, Nick is going to bed. Probably dreaming of Rio. I don't know. It is what it is. Alright, Lauren says, damn it, Janet. Who's Janet? Janet Reno? No. We'll move on from there. Damn it, Bobby. We'll move on from there. Who's Johnny? Okay. But we'll move on from there. Alright, so let's get to your Monday Night Raw review. Let's not waste any more time than I already wasted. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, so let's start with Monday Night Raw before we get into Smackdown, which happened tonight. Alright, we got one more thing. Lauren says, duh, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, sorry. Isn't Janet the one that was played by Susan Sarandon? It's been a while since I watched that movie. Touch me, touch me, touch me. I can feel the anticipation. Yep, see? Janet, played by Susan Sarandon, and in that movie was also the late great Meatloaf. So that was, I think, during the Bat Out of Hell days when he was fat. But it is what's great movie. It's a classic movie. I mean, the play is even good too. The Broadway show is even good too. So, but nothing can top the original movie. So, but let's do the time warp again. I like to go through a time warp. You know what year I like to go to? Don't ask. No, it's not 1969. Though it's a good year. You know why. If you're a Met fan, you know why. But I would go back to like I'd probably go back to like 1982, actually. When I was like 5, almost 6 years old. I would love to go back to 1982 in the birth of thrash metal, with Metallica and Megadeth and, Exodus and all that shit. I would love to go back from like 1982 all the way up to 1990 and live in California with all those great bands, Poison and Cinderella and Rat. Van Halen, the early birth of Van Halen. That's good stuff. I love to live in California in the 80s. Going to the Troubadour and going to the Roxy and the Whiskey A Go-Go. I mean, all those freaking clubs on the Sunset Strip, seeing like Motley Crue. Me and Prince would have loved to go there. If I knew Prince Prince Idol in the 80s, me and him will hang out every freaking day at the Sunset Strip, at the Rainbow Room or something like that. Seeing, like not Slaughter, I'm sorry, Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Exodus, Motley Crue, Poison, Warrant, bands like that. The California bands, basically. And have all the groupies on our dick, Can't beat that. So. But it is what it is. Well, but yeah, if I was like Marty McFly, and I had a time machine, I had a DeLorean, I would jump in that fucking DeLorean, go back to like 1982, 1985, basically try to do almost do a Back to the Future type thing, go back to like 1985 when music was cool. Nowadays, music ain't that great. Not much, but depends on what genre you listen to. I mean, there's still some good stuff coming from the metal realm. Exodus just came out with a new single. Fozzie's got a new album coming out. What else? Sepultura had one out. They're on tour. Liliac is on tour now. Not coming to New York. The closest they're coming to is Poughkeepsie. That's a pain in the ass to get to. Because you have to take the Amtrak, or you have to take the Metro North to get to Poughkeepsie and back. Not a great thing. But it is what it is. I know Fozzie's coming to Irving Plaza, I think, in a couple weeks. I'm not going to be able to go to that. Slipknot's going to be at the Barclays Center in May. I doubt I'm going to be able to go to that. But one second. Sorry. But the one concert I'm trying my hardest to get is get ready for this, Rob Zombie, Mudvayne, Static X, the new Static X, not, sadly, the, Wayne Static died a couple of years ago. I actually did a video about Wayne Static's death. And for some odd reason, the old Metal God channel I had, I closed the freaking account. And that Wayne Static video, get ready for this, 3,000 hits in the span of 5 hours. And I got rid of the damn video. I should have saved it on my external hard drive, and I didn't. But yeah, so yeah. Rob Zombie, Mudvayne, Static X, and Power Man 5000 opening up. That's a pretty good show at the PNC. And that's July 31st. That show starts at 6 o'clock. So, I'm trying to get tickets for that. Tickets are pretty pricey, so but I found some tickets for like $60 each for me and the missus, of course, plus fees. So it's about $70, $75 at most. That's not bad. So it's about $150. That's with with taxes and fees and everything at the PNC. So I can get the tickets and get those tickets. I can probably try to get them probably in early May. Get those while saving up for my vacations and everything, and other things I have to do in the summer. So I'm gonna try to get as good seats if I can, but I want to get near the front, but they're like $150 a pop. With fees on Live Nation. So, and what's even worse, you buy $300 seats, and if you live in where I live, you have to go all the way from here, all the way to Penn Station, basically you have to buy a round-trip ticket from New York Penn Station to, where do you get off there? I think you get off at Bayhead. I know it's past South Amboy, where the Starland Ballroom is. So it's a couple of stops after that. I think it's Bayhead, or whatever it is. But yeah, so you get off there, and then either you call an Uber, or there's usually some taxis there, and they don't cost cheap. Unless you ride with somebody, then you can split the difference. It's basically, if you go alone, it's about a $25, $30 cab ride, because it's from the train station all the way to Homedale, which is about like a 25, 30-minute ride. Unless the Uber or cab driver drives really fast. And they leave you right near the entrance. And then when you get into the PNC, you want to get something to eat, you want to get some merchandise, and that costs, merchandise is okay, depends on what you want. But if you want to eat, I would say I would either eat before the first band goes on, or after the first intermission. After the first band goes on, quickly go to the freaking bathroom. That's the one thing. Quickly go to the bathroom, because that thing gets full quick, especially if you're in the women's bathroom. And the men's too, but if you want to get something to eat, you better get it quick. And food over there is just, you can get a deal for like chicken tenders and a soda, like I think it's like $14.99 or like at most $20, which is outrageous. But yeah, that's what you want to do it. And if you take the New Jersey Transit train and you're going to a concert at the PNC, if you don't have a car, then you're fucked, pretty much, because the concert will end about 11, at most 11:15. You have to walk all the way around to the actual entrance of the PNC Bank Arts Center, then all the way to the parking lot, right near the highway, where there's some school buses. There's like 5 of them lined up. Get on the school bus. Hey mom, going on the school bus. You get on the bus that goes right to the train station, and hopefully you can get the train by about 12:15. I think 12:15. I think the last one's around 1 o'clock in the morning. So get out there quick. So I would say, I know Rob Zombie's gonna be the last one there. I would say probably before if he doesn't play, Thunder Kiss 65 at the end of the show, I would leave like 10:45. I would just start heading out like around 10:45, so you can beat the traffic, you beat all the people that didn't take the cab or didn't take the car. You get on the bus. We wait a few minutes, because there might be people ahead of you, and then when the bus gets full, it pulls out, and then hopefully, by 11:15, 11:30, you're at the train station, and you just gotta wait till about 12 o'clock for the train that goes all the way to the Penn Station, and then after that, it's a pain in the butt too, because you have to get to Penn Station, then you have to go on the train going into, if you live in New York City or if you live in Brooklyn or Staten Island, you have to get on the train that goes to Brooklyn, and that's a pain in the ass, because sometime after 12 it's a pain in the ass, because it comes like every 30-45 minutes, which is a pain. And then you gotta take a cab home, because we're in my area, like the last bus here is like 12 o'clock, so it's a pain. But it's worth it. It's worth it. You have to spend like $150 a pop for the tickets, and then about $100 for round trip tickets on the New Jersey Transit train. And then you gotta pay the cab, the go to the PNC, then food and drink, and then on the way back, all you basically have to do is just pay a cab when you get into Brooklyn. So it's a lot of money. So at most you're wasting $200 to at most $250, close to $300. But the tickets I'm getting I'm trying to get around $60 tickets for me and who. So, but we're thinking about going to that show because I love Rob Zombie. She loves Rob Zombie. I haven't seen Mudvayne in so long. I think since Ozfest 2003, 2004, maybe 2005. I don't remember the last time Mudvayne was on Ozfest, to be honest with you. But I gotta see Mudvayne again because I haven't seen Mudvayne in so long. I haven't seen Rob Zombie since the return to the Greds tour, which was In This Moment opening up for Rob Zombie, who opened up for Korn. That was maybe 3 years ago. And I had to leave. I left early because I missed Korn because I had such a humongous headache. So I left right when Korn was going on stage. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna hope to go to that concert. I'm gonna have fun, rock out with my Kogut, if you know what I mean. I just have a good old time. And that's it. We'll move on from there. But we'll move on. Alright, let's get back here. Lawrence says, and Joey Ramone. He was in that movie? I don't remember Joey Ramone in that movie. But yeah, I would love to meet the Ramones back then if I had a time machine. Gabba, 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 gabba. 24 hours to go. I wanna be berated. Sedated. Jaded. Whatever. We'll move on. Lawrence says, I miss Cali 86. I go back. Gee, Guns N' Roses, of course. Can't forget Guns N' Roses. GNR. Alright, Lauren says, Jello McFly. Hey, McFly! I thought I told you not to come in here. How much money you got on you? Where's my homework, McFly? If I hand in my homework with your handwriting, I get expelled. No, you wouldn't want that, would you? Would you? No, Biff, no, that's not right. No, Biff, that's not right. McFly, your shoes untied. So gullible, McFly. I don't want to see you in here again. I'm George McFly. I'm your density. Your destiny. McFly! Oh, Mr. Koji-san! Number 2. Fruit, please. 1 and 2 are the best ones in that the trilogy of Back to the Future. I hated number 3. I hated it. But we'll move on. Lauren says, damn. Lauren says, then says, Pete, try Good Seats. Goodseats.com. Okay. I got a few sites. I got Live Nation. I hate Ticket. I don't go to Ticketmaster that much anymore. But I usually use Live Nation, Access, Vivid, which is a new Vivid. I think it was called VividSeats.com. I use StubHub. But yeah, I'll look up Good Seats. See if I can get good seats for pretty damn cheap. But yeah, hopefully going to go to a concert July 31st. August, I think it's August 15th. That great 80s band Duran Duran is coming to Madison Square Garden, and seats are not very expensive. I mean, I have to sit on the Chase Bridge to get good seats for like $60. I mean, that's like way up top, on the tippy top of Madison Square Garden. I don't know if I'm going to get those, but, you know, I would love to see Duran, Billy Joel. I already seen Billy Joel already. He's not at the Garden, but I saw Billy Joel during the last night of Shea, the first night, not the second one, when he had Don Henley, and he had who did he have on that? It was Don Henley. It was Don Henley. John Mellencamp. John Mayer. Almost couldn't think of his name. John Mayer. It was John Mayer, John Mellencamp, and Don Henley. That was a good show. But the second night was great when he had you know, he had Paul McCartney on the stage and everything. Tony Bennett was on the first night. That was amazing. Tony Bennett and Billy Joel. And freaking Don Henley. I was like in freaking classic rock heaven here. Like Don Henley, you know, singing "Boys of Summer." I'm like, I'm in heaven. Now there was a heaven there. There it is. Don Henley. No relation to Fallon Henley, by the way. I don't know about that, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll move on from there. But yeah, I will look up goodseats.com. And see if I can get some good seats for some good concerts coming up in the summertime. Move on. Alright, we got Felicia in the chat, my Nubian queen. She's in the chat. What's up, Felicia? How you doing? Hope you have a good late night. All right, Laura says, like I said, try goodseats.com. Okay, I will go to it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow morning. First thing. All right. Laura says, Time Warp Video. Okay. Laura says, decent prices. That's what you think. I actually bought Cyclones tickets for $30. Brooklyn Cyclones tickets, I bought $15 a pop. For me and the missus, April the 12th. Opening night for the Cyclones. Right on the first base line. Right around the dugout. $30 total. Without fees. And all I gotta do is just print them out, and then I gotta just take a little money out for food, of course. You know, gotta eat those Nathan's hot dogs. I think there's a special night too. I think it's like all you can eat night or something like that. I have to look that up. But also, I'm actually going to be ordering tickets to Keith Hernandez retirement day for the Mets, July the 9th. That's a 4:00 game. And also, not only is it Keith Hernandez retirement, his number's gonna get retired that day. I got a bobblehead of Keith Hernandez. Not too shabby. I wish I got Gary Cohen and Ron Darling, but I think that was like, I don't know if that's this earlier this season or happened last season. I do have a bobblehead, by the way. No, this is not mine. This is Rose's sister. Hello, I'm Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. $1 million. I shall call him Mini-Me. Move on from there. Hey, zip it, hey. Zip it. Scott. That was funny when doing the Super Bowl when they kind of recreated that whole thing. It was Scott and basically most of the cast members from the last few Austin Powers movies was just Dr. Evil, the mom, Scott. Who else was in that? I think it was just those three. Because Robert Wagner, who played number 1, he's dead. Mini-Me, Vern Troyer, he's dead. So, but there were rumors that they were going to make an Austin Powers 4. But who's going to be in it? I don't know. But it is what it is. All right. Lauren says, I can't even read what this says. Oh, for WrestleMania 35, I got seats on the 30-yard line at a pretty good price. I don't know. That says, what does that say? $404 a pop? Or $104 a pop? I don't know because there's an arrow here and I can't get the arrow. There it is. WrestleMania 35, I got seats on the 30-yard line for $404 a piece. God damn! The 30-yard line. $404 a pop. I remember going to WrestleMania 3 at the Nassau Mausoleum, the original mausoleum, mind you, when it had closed-circuit TV. Didn't cost me that much. It was me, my dad, and my friend Mike. Not that Mike, of course. We went. I forgot how much it was. But this, mind you, this is like what 1987, 88, WrestleMania 3, 87, 88, about. So. Tickets weren't that much at the time. Back in my day, I think we at most it was around $75, $100 for all three of us. And we had a ball watching Andre the Giant get slain by the Hulkster, dude. That was good. But then later on, when WrestleMania 10 came around, then the prices started getting jacked. I remember when Ring of Honor came around early Ring of Honor from like 2008 up until like 2011. I would get cheap seats for like the 3rd, 4th row, but then when I started actually working, I would always get front row, and they were like $100 a pop. If I went by myself or I went with the missus at times, but that was good because you go to the show, you get in, and then you'll have the next show's tickets right there. As soon as you get in, you go through the metal detector and everything. Well, what I did was go to the metal detector and then kind of come back around and get the tickets, the same day because I had the money for that and the meet and greet shit. So that was good. I'm hoping Ring of Honor comes back to the Hammerstein. I really don't want them to go back to Terminal 5 because that's a horrible venue. Very horrible. It was like a freaking dinky little place. It used to be called Club Exit back in the day. But has no air conditioning. People, if they go in the summer, God bless the people. I mean, you gotta bring like 6 gallons of water with you because it is hot. There's no air conditioning. And a former friend of Mikey Mittens almost died there. He got taken out in an ambulance because he passed out from heat exhaustion. And I almost did at Best in the World 2015 because it was so hot. Thankfully, I went to the bathroom like during the Motor City Machine Guns match with the American Wolves. So it was near the end of the night before Jay Briscoe and Jay Lethal for both titles and everything. So I ran to the bathroom, did my thing, put a whole ton of water on my face, and then I ran out of the bathroom, got back to my seat, and watched the end of the match, and then watched Jay Briscoe and Jay Lethal just tear down the house. And what was funny is, the next day was a TV taping. So I'm like, oh great, I come back here and lose my freaking lunch. But I had better seats for that show. Well, both shows I had pretty good seats. I had for Best in the World 2015, I had seats right next to the entrance. And doing the TV taping, I had on stage first row. And you can see me. Well, if you go on ringofhonorwrestling.com, and you go to about, I think it's 2015, 2016 ish. Ring of Honor TV. I think it's around near episode 200 or 250, I think it is. You get to see me in certain parts. But not the first time I've been on Ring of Honor TV during the New York City shows. Remember the very first one that they did in New York, they did it from the before they went to they were in the Hammerstein. They did it from the Grand Ballroom. This is after Supercard of Honor 5, I think. When Jay Briscoe won the world title. The show ends. Okay, here it is. Supercard of Honor when Jay Briscoe beat Kevin Steen for the Ring of Honor world title. The show ends right around 11 o'clock. Almost, I think it ended a little bit late. So I got home about 1, and then I went right to sleep because I had to get up early in the morning to go back to the Grand Ballroom because the next day was TV tapings. They didn't start, I think, I had to get there by like 11 o'clock because I think the TV taping started at 12 or 1 o'clock. But anyway, I get up there early. I was in the front of the line and everything. We get in. We go up to the Grand Ballroom. They had a little bit of a meet and greet. Before then, I met Jay Briscoe. I think I met somebody else there. I forget what. Maybe it was the Machine Guns, I think, too. But I met Jay Briscoe, and I said, congratulations on winning the belt. It's like, that thing must be heavy. So what does Jay Briscoe do, the great guy he is? He takes the belt, and he says, oh, you want to try it on for yourself? It's like, okay. He puts the belt around me, and it's freaking, like, heavy as fuck. Not 10 pounds of gold. It's like 30 pounds of gold on my waist. And my dick can't hold out, you know. But yeah, I had fun. Me, Jay, and Mark Briscoe were shooting the shit. Bought a couple of DVDs and stuff like that. So anyway, I sat front row right near the entrance, which came this way. If you have ever been in the Grand Ballroom days, the entrance is this way. I'm like right here for the tapings and everything. And then I keep talking about the epic match between it was Eddie Edwards taking on Bobby Fish. And this is, I think, around the time when Red Dragon were kind of forming. They were going to book against the American Wolves for the Ring of Honor tag team titles, but they were in singles matches. So Eddie Edwards takes on Bobby Fish. They go to the outside, and Eddie Edwards was chopping Bobby Fish on this side of the ring. Then it's going this way, and I'm thinking, I hope he comes this way in my area. What does he do? He comes to my area. Bobby Fish comes right up to me, back with his back towards me, and all I hear is Eddie Edwards go, "Hold him!" Right? So me being like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna get involved in this shit." Me and like I held Bobby Fish like on by his, I think his his right arm. Right, and then two other people next to me were holding, him by his like this. I'm holding him like this, and Eddie Edwards just like blows up, bam! I'm like, oh shit! And then he gives me a high five. Not the first time I got involved in a match in Ring of Honor. Not the first time. I did get involved in that epic brawl between the Briscoes and the All Night Express, which led to Ladder War 3. I think it was like Glory by Honor, the one I did not go to. I had tickets, but I had a prior commitment, so I had to give up my tickets. So I still had the tickets. So a lot of people say, "Oh, you never went." It's like, "Oh, here's my ticket." Shut those motherfuckers up. And what the funny thing was, during that match, when Rhett Titus busted wide open, he goes up to the tippy top of the ladder and does a frog splash onto the Briscoes, and then they won I think they won that match. They won the tag team belts. But the lead up to that, the house show before that, I almost got hit right in the face with a steel chair by Jay Briscoe. If I didn't move, I would have got hit right in the freaking face. I mean, legit hit in the face if I didn't move. Because it came so fast, I couldn't move that quick. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. It is what it is. Alright, move on. Alright, we're going to get to these reviews really quick. It's almost 2 o'clock and I want to go to bed. But thank you to anybody who was watching. And if not, well, fuck you. Okay, so... Alright, so Lawrence says WrestleMania 35 got seats on the 30-yard line for $404 a piece. Then she says, and had DVD time. Okay. Alright, then she says, I was there WrestleMania 10-20 ringside for Cena first belt, our side of the banner on Cena's side of the banner. Okay. I was at 10 too. I was at ringside. You know, seeing the beautiful Pamela Anderson come out. And I think Jenny McCarthy. Remember back then, I think Pam Anderson, I think, came out with Diesel, or Shawn Michaels, or one of them. And I think Jenny McCarthy, I think, came out with one of them, too. And those chicks were nice pieces of ish, if you know what I mean, back then. And when I went to 20, I wasn't ringside. I was like a few levels up, you know. And that WrestleMania made me cry because that was the WrestleMania where Chris Benoit won the world title from Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and then Eddie Guerrero came out when he won the other title. Remember that he won the big gold belt, and then Eddie won the undisputed belt, or the WWE. Yeah, I think it was the WWE undisputed belt from Brock, but that was after Brock. So they come out, they hug, everybody's crying up a storm. That was the last time you saw Eddie and Benoit, you know, together. Because I think Eddie died. I think around that, maybe a year after, or 2 after that, and then Benoit, as we know what he did, he's burning in hell, and Eddie's having fun in heaven, talking to Dominic. You know what I mean? Dominic, I say, papi, I say, I'm not dead yet, baby. Yo, pero, yo. Whatever. But we'll move on from there. But yeah, I was at 10. I was at 20. I was at ECW One Night Stand, the first and second one. But if WrestleMania comes back to New York, it most likely will come back to MetLife Stadium because I don't know where else they can go. That's a big stadium. Unless it's Citi Field, then I would definitely go to Citi Field. I don't care if I have to sit all the way in the upper deck in like the 25th row in left field. But I would go to WrestleMania 40 or 45 or whatever number it is. If it's in Citi Field, I would not. I doubt I would go to Yankee Stadium. I hate going over there. I hate going to Yankee Stadium with all those jerk-offs there. Fuck the Yankees. Sorry, Lauren. I think you're a Yankee fan, but it's a Met town. But anyway, all right. Let's get to the review, and that's not wasting time. All right, so let's get to Monday Night Raw from this past Monday, and Monday Night Raw emanated from the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois, or well, really Rosemont, Illinois, the former home of the Rosemont Horizon. If you didn't know that by now. And as always, our commentary team Jimmy Smith, Corey Slave, and Byron Saxton. Alright, so this is the pre go home show before next week's go home show, WrestleMania Raw next Monday. So we're after this show, we're one more show away from WrestleMania. And it was an show. It did surprisingly, it did a 1.8 rating. Now, how did a 1.8 with this type of show? Go figure. But anyway, I'm just gonna briefly kind of skim through the results because I want to go to bed. How much power do I got on my phone? Yeah, I gotta charge my phone. It's at 36%. But we'll move on from that. All right, so we start the show with the music of Stone Cold Steve Austin. But you think it's Stone Cold? No, it's not Stone Cold. It was Kevin Owens doing a very good cosplay of Stone Cold with the fake wig and everything, the bald-headed wig, stuff like that. Blah blah blah. He mocks Austin a little bit, saying, if you came here to see me kick Kevin Owens' ass, give me a hell yeah. What? Stuff like that. He's really pissing off the fans. Blah blah blah. Then the glass shatters again, and then the crowd gives a bigger pop, and we're actually thinking that freaking Austin was coming out. No, and freaking Owens he's ready. He's waiting to see if Austin's gonna come out from the entranceway or from behind or through the crowd or something like that. And then he starts laughing. He's like, I got you twice. So, Kevin Owens did a great promo and everything. Mocking the crowd, mocking Austin, mocking Texas, blah, blah, blah. Then he asks for a beer. He's like, hey, why don't you throw me a beer? Guy throws him the beer, drops the beer like an idiot. And then he's like, hey, come in here, you hand me the beer. So this poor sap gets in the ring, hands him the beer. It's like, oh, that's how you do it. It's like, oh, come here, I want to congratulate you. Boom, stunner. And Corey goes like, stunner. And that's basically it. So that ends the segment, but the segment was great. I was laughing up a storm. So I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Just amazing after that. It was great. I can only imagine what's going to happen this Monday night on Raw from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If Austin's going to be in a show, he's going to show up via satellite. I don't know. But Austin and Kevin Owens will end night 1. And supposedly, they said it was going to be a talk show segment. Then they said it was going to be a match. Now it's going back to a talk show segment. So there you go. So that's going to end night 1, a freaking talk show segment, where it basically kind of ends in a fight. Austin kind of gets a little bit beat up a little bit, but then he comes back. He'll hit the stunner on Owens, and then that'll be the end of the night. The fans go nuts. He drinks a lot of beer and throws up the middle fingers, and that's end of night 1. And then, looking at the cards for night 1 and 2, I would say night 1 slightly better than night 2. Slightly. I mean, night 2's got, Edge and AJ, which is going to be, no pun intended, phenomenal. And then you got Roman and Brock, which is going to be a bloodbath. So, I still don't think WrestleMania is going to be stupendous. And with every year from now until they change this, is going to be a 2-night event. So next year's WrestleMania in Hollywood is going to be a 2-nighter. Really, it's a 3-nighter if you think about it. Smackdown, and then WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday, then you got NXT. And NXT's at 1 o'clock. I thought it was at 12, but I messed up. I read the graphic wrong. It was 12 p.m. Central Time. But here in the Northeast, in my area, it's going to be 1 o'clock. So that's going to be a pain in the butt. I have to get up and get the stream all ready and everything, and I gotta watch, basically watch an entire day of wrestling, plus do an NXT review after that if I'm not too busy with the missus or I have to go somewhere. Which I don't think I will, but you know, hopefully I don't have to go somewhere like important. But we'll see. But I will be watching, hopefully be watching WrestleMania and NXT on WrestleMania Saturday next Saturday. And we'll see what happens with next Sunday too. Alright, so we get that. So like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we're going to look back at Seth Rollins going nuts last week after losing to Kevin Owens, and his WrestleMania dreams were dashed, if you will. And then him losing the match to Kevin Owens for the rights to interview Stone Cold. Alright, and then after that, we see Kevin Patrick trying to interview Rollins. Looks like, I don't know where he got that jacket, but it wasn't from the Men's Warehouse. Is that the Men's Warehouse? You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. Cheap plug. Alright, so Rollins doesn't like the suggestion that isn't going to WrestleMania. Then he starts laughing. Starts laughing up a storm. And then the crowd's like, Cody, Cody, Cody. And then he's like, give him the mic. You know? And then he leaves. So he's gonna be. I thought he was going out to the arena right then and there, but he didn't. But he does in just a second. But we'll get that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright. Then we go to, well, I'll go run through the matches real quick, because I don't want to go too long. Match number 1, the Mysterios versus Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, the Dirty Dogs. Miz comes out on commentary. Doesn't really do much. The match was alright. And then Seth Rollins comes out, gets on the mic. He says he wants his WrestleMania spot, and he's going to get one. The mic keeps cutting in and out for some odd reason. And he's getting pissed. I'm like, oh, he's basically getting the CM Punk treatment. He's like, oh, this mic doesn't work. So that was kind of a little bit of distraction to the match. I'm like, why did he come out during the match? Why couldn't he come out after the match? So that kind of pissed me off. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. But then the match continues. They were beating up, the Dirty Dogs were beating up Ray. Ray fights out of a superplex attempt. And Dominic then comes back in with a high crossbody to Bobby Roode, who comes right back with a spine buster for a near fall. He's getting a little bit pissed, so that the frustration sets in, allowing Dominic to hit the 619. Then he goes up top and hits the Eddie Guerrero SA Folk Smash. I told you how to do it, Dominic, because I'm your papi now, Dominic. You did it for me, papi. Pero, you know. So he hits that 1, 2, 3. So the Mysterios get the win in 9.5 minutes. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Ziggy hits Ray with a super kick on the floor. Miz then grabs Ray, hits the skull-crushing finale on the floor. Ow. And then to add insult to injury, Miz rips off Ray's mask. And you can barely see his real face. We all know what he looks like under the mask. WCW days, remember that? So he steals the mask. And the fans are going completely nuts. And then Dominic comes out and says, get me a towel here! And then like Miz is like, hey, look at me, I got the mask, look at me, hey. You're gonna respect me, hey. I'm like, Miz, you're a dick. That's that. So, we move on from there. Stupidity, just to hype the fucking match. And we'll move on from there. Alright, after that, we go to the back. We have Seth Rollins in the Authoritas office, Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce. Basically, they explained, he explains that he wants to do something at WrestleMania. Adam Pearce says, well, that's not the way to go about it, but maybe we can do something. You know, we can do something for you. So Seth laughs and then walks off. So I don't know what Sonya Deville and freaking Adam Pearce can do for him. But I think you know what happened later on in the show. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see Miz on the phone. He gets interrupted by Kevin Patrick. he's like, why did you steal Rey Mysterio's mask? And Miz is like, well, it turns out that Logan Paul, is a big Rey Mysterio fan, and, he just wanted the mask. And, blah, blah, blah. He says the lesson Paul needs to learn is to never meet your heroes because they can be horrible. So Miz then kind of challenges Logan Paul to wear the mask this Monday night on Monday Night Raw in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So we'll see what happens with that. See if Ray can get his mask back. Probably will. And that's that. The match at WrestleMania is gonna suck. I'll tell you that right now. And the Mysterios are gonna get the win, obviously. But nobody's gonna care about it. That's it. Let me get that. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, with the Smackdown breakdown from last week, which showed Brock Lesnar basically almost killing Roman Reigns with that forklift, and then ripping off the truck door, and then saying that I'm out for blood, coming for blood, and that's that. We got that. Alright, then we go back to the arena. We have our next match, Omos, the big Black Diesel Omos. He takes on Apollo Crews and his good buddy, Commander Aziz. In a 2-on-1 handicap match. Well, thanks for coming there, Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz, because this lasted under 2 minutes, so if you wanted to go to the bathroom, you had just about enough time to go to the bathroom and come back. Almost beat the crap out of him. Showed a lot of power by one-arm slamming Commander Aziz. Jeez. But Omos gets the win after hitting the Great Khali choke slam on Apollo Crews. Then he pins him and Commander Aziz. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win. Whippy dippity damdy doo. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then afterwards, somehow he gets on the mic and promises to dominate anyone at WrestleMania, which led to the rumors of Bobby Lashley taking on Omos, but now that might be up in the air because Lashley still has to recover from his shoulder surgery. So, I don't know if that match is going to happen or what's going to happen, but next week on Smackdown, there is going to be the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So, if Omos can't fight Bobby Lashley, I would put Omos in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, have him win it. Obviously, he should win it, but then again, you can have a schmuck win it like Mojo Rawley. But it is what it is. We'll move on from there. And that's it. Alright, after that, we get a video on Edge's recent trip to the dark side. Get that. Alright, after that, we get a returning AJ Styles, who comes out, talks about how he's been gone for a few weeks, kind of selling the concussion and everything. He says time is a dangerous thing. He's been watching the clip of Edge smashing him in the head over and over and over and over and over again. Now he has to see Edge with his mood lighting, his Undertaker like lighting, asking why. AJ says he doesn't care because all he wants to do is kick Edge's teeth down his throat. So instead of Edge coming out, Seth Rollins comes back out, gets in the ring next to AJ. The fans are still chanting for Cody, and nice little line by Seth says, "Rumors don't make moments." So we'll see what happens with that. Cody did. There was a rumor about Cody is coming back with his AEW theme and gear and his pyro. I think that's pretty good, but I would have loved for him to come out to Smoke and Mirrors, but that's just me. All right. So anyway, Rollins is in the ring. He says, "I got an idea." He says, "AJ, why don't you stay home, rest up? I'll face Edge at WrestleMania." Blah blah blah. And basically, he's trying to do what he did last week with Kevin Owens, get a match, and the winner goes to WrestleMania. So that's what happens. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville come out, and Adam Pearce announces that Seth Rollins versus AJ in the main event, and if Seth Rollins can win, he takes AJ's spot and faces Edge on night 2, and AJ's not too happy about that. and that's it. All right, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we see Carmella on the phone, probably showing Corey Graves her fake tatas or her. Queen Zelina comes in. Zelina's like, you need to get your head in the game because we got a title defense. Carmella's like, we'll be okay. And then Zelina's like, give me your phone. Whoosh. She throws it and probably broke it. And then Carmella's like, you know, that phone costs more money than that little stupid fake crown that you have upon your head, you hobbit. And then they start fighting, and they get a big, humongous brawl. I'm like, oh, they're gonna be... I was like, well, you called her a hobbit, that's what happens. You don't mess with people from Queens or New York, that's what happens to you. And Carmella's from Staten Island, I think she should know better than mess with somebody from Queens. The same. Alright, so they get to a big brawl, and we're all thinking that they're gonna break up. They're not gonna be able to coexist at WrestleMania. But we'll see. Alright, so I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After that, we see AJ going into the Authority's office. Not too happy about the decision of the match between him and Seth Rollins. But he promises to win anyway and go to WrestleMania to beat Edge. So we get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Let me move on. Alright, after that, we go to women's tag team action. We have Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, My Brutality, as they take on the team that entered into the Fatal 4-Way tag team title match. Shayna Baszler and Natalya, 2 members of catering. So we get that. Match wasn't anything to write home about. Baszler pulls Ripley off the apron, which left Natalya to hit Liv Morgan with the discus lariat. And then Shayna comes back in. They hit the heart attack, circa 1985. And Shayna Baszler picks up her first win in God knows how long. So, Shayna Baszler gets the win over Liv Morgan in a little under 4 minutes. Match was underwhelming. I really didn't give 2 shits. So, I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. After the match, Carmella and Zelina Vega, who came to ringside during the match, they beat up Shayna Baszler and Natalya. And then they get in the ring, they're about to go at it again, and then they're like, fooled you! They start hugging. Like nothing ever happened. We're best buddies. You hit me in the face, but I love you. Give me a hug. Okay, Bailey. It is what it is. Alright, so the Queen and Carmella, the champs, are back together on the same page. That's it. You move on. Alright, then we gotta look back at Becky Lynch injuring Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, she plays right here. All that stuff. Last week, and we find out that Bianca hurt one of her hyoid, something in her throat, and they said that she's going to be out for a undetermined amount of time, but she's going to be at WrestleMania. So we got that. So we see Becky comes out with a really weird looking visor, looking like Lady Gaga in her Just Dance video. Somebody's been going to the Lady Gaga swap meet. Here's what it is. So Becky comes out, sits in a chair, kind of cuts like a Lord of the Rings style promo, saying, "What it profits a man to gain the world but to lose his soul?" She says, "I went 15 months without the Raw Women's title, and it is worth it to giving up her soul to get the title back." She's just talking weird. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? She said that she was going to go after Bianca's hair, or fake hair, and but Bianca's too injured. She's like, it's eye for an eye, throat for throat. Becky would sell out over and over again if it meant keeping her title. Then she says at WrestleMania she'll show Bianca what profits she has gained. And, yeah. It was just a weird... I don't know what that was. Rose is going to bed, so I gotta finish up. Anyways, so, yeah, it's just a weird promo, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a recap of Pat McAfee and Austin Theory. There we see Austin Theory. He's ready for the dumb jock Pat McAfee, and he wants to make Vince McMahon proud. Nope, you're gonna lose, jerky. So we get that. All right, then we get another Veer Mahan is coming vignette, but actually we now have a date. Oh my God, he's actually going to come. Not like that, but yeah, Veer Mahan will be coming to Monday Night Raw on April the 4th. So on the Raw after WrestleMania, we'll actually see Veer Mahan in action, or in, I don't know what, either in action in a match, or we'll just see him. That's not really coming to Raw. Maybe he should be coming to the unemployment line. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, so finally Veer will come. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Let me move on from that. Alright, next match, Austin Theory and Fiend Balor. Non-title match, Pat McAfee joins commentary. He gets involved a little bit, and really was a pain in Austin Theory's ass. But the distraction led to Balor hitting the shotgun dropkick against the barricades. We go to break. And then they kept going back and forth for a little bit. Pat McAfee kept getting on the apron to cause a distraction. He goes for the ATL, gets broken up. But Theory comes right back with a collateral damage bling buster on the knee for a near fall. And then Pat McAfee with another distraction. This time cuts Theory off. And Balor wins the match with a 1925 small package. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win at about 8 minutes. Match was alright. Gave it 2 out of 3. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we gotta look back at the Raw Tag Team title situation, which is leading to RK Bru defending the belts against Alpha Academy and the Street Profits in a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I believe that's on night 2, I think. So we get that. Alright, then we go to RK Bro versus the Alpha Academy non-title match. Match was alright. Almost an 8-minute match. Riddle wins by hitting Chad Gable with the Bro Derek. 1, 2, 3. They get the win. Blah, blah, blah. After the match, Otis goes after them. But then the Street Profits come in. And they look like they're all, everything's cool. Then the Street Profits wearing the Bulls colors. Nice. They do the heinous act and kind of turn heel on RK Bro. And they hit the anointment. And then Montez Ford hits that big from the heavens fork splash on, I think it was on Riddle, and they stand tall. That's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens Monday night with all 3 of those teams. I just hope they give the Street Profits the belts. That's all I gotta say about that. Move on. All right, then we got a video from earlier in the day with Dana Brooke, Miss 24/7 champion. She was attacked by Akira Tozawa earlier in the week, but managed to escape with the belt. And as Akira Tozawa continues to screw everything up. So that leads to a mixed tag team match. But we see another video from earlier in the day where Tamina choked Tozawa and demands to get the 24/7 title by any means necessary. So we have this ridiculous match. Dana Brooke and Reggie taking on Akira Tozawa and Tamina. Match was garbage. They play chicken to start. And Tozawa's trying to pick up Tamina, and Tamina's fat. So instead, he gets on Tamina's shoulders, and basically, Dana, they lock up, and Tamina kicks Reggie in the ribs. Tamina and Tozawa are sent into the corner. Tamina falls face first into a low blow on Tozawa, so basically like a halfway 69. Stupidity. Reggie gets the win with a seated senton. Looked like he botched it. 64-second suckfest. Garbage. I gave it a dud. Moving on. Alright, then we got a recap of the opening segment from earlier tonight with Kevin Owens. Then we go to the main event, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. This was a great main event. Back and forth they went. AJ tried to hit the Styles Slash. Rollins escaped, grabs a Falcon Arrow from near fall. Well, we get near the end, and AJ goes for the phenomenal form. He gets super kicked out of midair. Rollins then hits the buckle bomb. AJ then slips out to the apron. He loads up the phenomenal form, and then Edge, knowing Edge was going to come out. Edge comes from behind, hits AJ in the back with the chair, causing disqualification at 22:44. So AJ gets the win via disqualification. So Seth Rollins, his dreams of going to WrestleMania were once again dashed. His nightmare, if you will, of going to WrestleMania continues. And that's that. But the match was still pretty good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Rollins snaps, starts breaking, the ring, like pushing over the announce table. And then he's like, gets on the mic. He's like, "This is bullshit." Kind of cutting a Bret Hart type promo. Remember when Bret Hart lost to Psycho Sid in the cage, and then he pushed Vince McMahon down, and he's like, "This is bullshit." Blah blah blah, which I think was the lead up to WrestleMania 14. I think it was 13 or 14. That's wait, and then this was like after like Bret went to WCW after that. So we got that. So yeah, Rollins snaps, just like tears apart everything, saying this is BS. Then he says like, "Next week I'm gonna get what I want. I'm gonna hijack the show, and Monday Night Raw will not happen until I get my WrestleMania match." So we'll see what happens with all that on Monday Night Raw from Pittsburgh. Now, does Cody show up? I doubt it. Because I still think, and Lauren, is right about this too. They're doing basically a John Cena Undertaker from WrestleMania 34, where Cena was trying to antagonize the Undertaker, and the Undertaker would kind of play mind games. And then Cena bought a ticket at WrestleMania, and then Taker was there. So he gets in the ring, and then Taker comes out. They have a little bit of a match, and Taker destroyed Cena. Thank the Lord for that. And that was it, because that was that. So I'm thinking they're doing something like that, where Seth doesn't get what he wants, and waits all 3 hours. He still doesn't get what he wants, and then maybe he comes out near the end and say, I will be at WrestleMania, and I will have my WrestleMania moment, and then we'll see him in the crowd on night 2. He's like, "Hey, here's my ticket," and he gets in the ring, and he calls out saying, I don't care who you are. It's like, "Get me somebody out here." It's like from Texas or something like that. And then the lights go out, and then we hear Kingdom Kingdom playing 8, and then the pyro, the lights go out, and then Cody Rhodes comes out from like underneath the stage, and then the pyro goes off. He comes out with his gear, and then they have the match, and Seth Rollins gets his butt kicked. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, so Raw, basically in a nutshell, I gave 5.5 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. All right, let's quickly go to SmackDown. And SmackDown wasn't even that great either tonight. It was bad. Coming your way from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, a hop, skip, and jump from where I am. Pretty much. Going to express train, it's like basically 20 minutes away from my house. If you're on a regular train, it's about 30 minutes. But anyway, we're at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And as always, our commentary team, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. Alright, so this is the pre-ultimate before the go-home show next Friday night, which will have the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And that's in Dallas next Friday night. That will be the home of the Hall of Fame, which will be at 10:30 on Peacock. So there you go. But basically, this was about Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. And that basically was it. Everything else was kind of blah. So we start off SmackDown with a recap of Brock Lesnar's what happened last week with the forklift attacking the Bloodlines SUV. Then we see Brock Lesnar is outside of Roman's dressing room. Kayla comes up to him, asks, "What are you doing here?" He says that, I paid some fines and bought some vehicles, including a blood red SUV for Roman. Now upper management basically told me that I can't have contact with Roman. Also, the match will not happen. I'll get fines suspended. So I'm going to sit in Roman's locker room and wait for a good provoking. So Lesnar goes in, doesn't really like what he finds. He finds some grapes and stuff. Then he sits on the couch, puts his feet on the table. It breaks, and he throws. He takes a sip of champagne, throws that out. He's just messing with the place, just doing things that Brock Lesnar would do. All right, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to our first match: Jimmy Uso taking on Shinsuke Nakamura with our good buddy Rick Boogs at ringside, and as always, Pat McAfee dancing on Michael Cole's head. He's like, hey, get off of me. And Jey Uso was at ringside. Match was alright, nothing great. Shinsuke hit the good vibrations in the corner. But we're getting near the end of the match. Jimmy hits a suicide dive, gets cut off by a kick to the head. We go to break, come back. Shinsuke knocks Jimmy down again. Jay then jumps Rick Boogs from behind before Shinsuke can hit the Kinshasa. So that distraction lets Jimmy hit a super kick for a near fall. Jay then goes after the guitar. They have a tug of war, and Rick Boogs sends Jay into the ring post head first, knocks him out. And that distraction leads Shinsuke to hit a spinning kick to the head. Then he sets up for the Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura picks up the win over Jimmy Uso ahead of their tag team title match at WrestleMania Night 1. I don't think they're going to win the belts. But, because the Usos have held the belt for a little over 280 some odd days or so. So, might be time for a title change, but I just don't think they're going to give it to Shinsuke and Nakamura. Because I think if they win it, they're going to lose to Angel Garza and Humberto, who then will probably lose it to the New Day, Xavier Woods, and Kofi. It's going to be like a merry-go-round with the belts, and that's pretty much it. But the match itself was alright. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, we get the Raw Rebound. Basically talking about Kevin Owens mocking Stone Cold Steve Austin. We get that. Then we go to Roman Reigns' locker room. We see Brock eating some grapes, breaking a bottle of champagne. I think he asked Kayla if she wanted some champagne or some grapes. She's like, oh, no, I'm good. Gotta keep my figure. She looks good. She doesn't need that crap. He's a jerk. That's what she needs. But we move on. Alright, then we find out that Shad Gaspard received the Warrior Award. Is going to be receiving the Warrior Award at the Hall of Fame, which I think is nice. They really should change that to the Shad Gaspard Award next year, not the Warrior Award. Because he deserves that thing, but it is what it is. So, there you go. Then we move on. Alright, after that, we get an interview with Kayla and Drew McIntyre. Basically, Drew says he could take out Happy Corbin tonight, but he'd rather do it on the biggest stage of them all, and that's WrestleMania Night 1. So look at that. And in the rebuttal, we see a video on Happy Corbin's fall and rise from grace back to the top of the mountain. All the money he got. He joined up with Madcap Moss, took out Drew McIntyre, which leads to their WrestleMania match. And then there's a thing in the back where Moss tells another bad joke, and Corbin didn't like it, so they're still going. There's still segments with Madcap Moss and Corbin are gonna break up. So we get that. So I gave all that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go back to the ring for a very quick match. Well, it wasn't even a match. It was supposed to be Kofi Kingston taking on Ridge Holland from last week. But Kofi comes out and he has a little bit of a surprise. And he goes, does the old, the NWO thing. And returning is Xavier Woods. King Xavier Woods has a new crown. Looks in tremendous shape. Probably watching Page tapes. Oops, too soon. Sorry about that. So yeah, Xavier Woods makes his comeback after his knee injury. So now he takes on Ridge Holland, and the match is 46 seconds long as we had Sheamus and Pete fucking Dunne there, not Butch. Holland throws Xavier Woods around the start, but then Xavier Woods wins the match with a 1925 schoolboy. 1, 2, 3, they get the win. Whoop de goddamn do. And that's it. And looks like they're gonna lead to a match at WrestleMania between Ridge Holland, Sheamus, and the New Day And we'll see what happens with that. I think the New Day are going to get revenge on Big E at WrestleMania. We'll see what happens with that. I don't think Big E will be there, but you never know. All right, so I gave that match 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to a limo. I think it was a limo, where we have My Name is Paul Heyman and Roman in the limo. They went to they're coming from a trip from Del Frisco Steakhouse, probably somewhere in the city, or in Brooklyn. I don't know where Del Frisco's is, but anyway, basically they're on their way to the arena and know what Brock Lesnar has done. They make some threats. It's like, Brock, if you're still there, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna smash you. Because I'm the tribal chief, and that's it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go back into the Barclays Center where the Hot Rod Ronda Rousey comes out. But first, we got a recap of what happened 2 weeks ago with her and Charlotte. Blah, blah, blah. Not that we needed that. All right, so Ronda gets on the mic, and really she should have not gone on the mic because she flubbed her lines. Basically, she says she isn't taking Charlotte's title because after Charlotte taps, she can give the title over to her. Then she'll be the Women's Smackdown Champion. Then this is where she flubs her line. She's like, why do we have to say women anyway? Call me the Smackdown Champion. Interesting. Somebody forgot the script. Anyway, she calls Charlotte out. Charlotte doesn't come out. She's via satellite. Ronda says, I broke your arm first at 14, and now she has lost count of how many she has broken. Oh, she broke her first arm at the age of 14, now I lost count. Charlotte laughs that off, so Ronda threatens to take her arm off at WrestleMania, and that's basically it. So nothing really to see here. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. It was just horrible on the mic. And Ronda's not really good on the mic. I think she just needs to shut up and fight. And that's it. We move on from that. Alright, after that we go to Roman Reigns' locker room where Kayla comes in. Brock asks if, hey, you want to sit down? You want to have some grapes? You want to suck my dick? You know? Kayla's like, no, I'm good. I think Sable will have something to say about that. So Brock asks if he should leave Roman Reigns' locker room. So Lesnar says, tells Kayla, go find Roman because he's running out of things to break. And he just smashes a freaking lamp. And that's it. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to some quickie matches. We had a non-title match, Ricochet versus Humberto Carrillo. In a Championships Contenders match. So Angel's out with him. They do the kiss cam to some lucky lady. Probably somebody from NXT. We go to break, and really, Ricochet versus Humberto does not happen, because I think Samantha Irvin fucked that up. So, we come back, where we get Ricochet versus Angel Garza, which basically lasts 2 goddamn minutes. Nothing really to see. Humberto, gets involved in it. Why did that happen? And my computer decides to take a humongous shit. But in any event, Angel Garza gets the win with a 1925 small package at about the 2-minute mark. So he gets the win. I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And then Ricochet gets on the mic. He's like, no. We're not gonna end it like that. It's like, hey Humberto, you were supposed to fight me in the first part of the match. Why don't you fight me now? So Humberto's like, okay. So they get into that match. Angel causes a distraction. He grabs Ricochet's foot on the outside, causing a count out, which made no sense. So Humberto and Angel Garza get title shots at WrestleMania, because now that match is now official. So this whole thing I gave 2 out of 5 stars. It was just pointless. And that's it. So see what happens with that. Alright. After that, we go to the commentary position. They're about to talk about Triple H. But before they do that, Austin Theory runs up behind Pat McAfee, slaps the headset off, and then Pat McAfee gives chase into the back. And then Austin Theory runs into Mr. McMahon's office. And then Pat McAfee starts slapping the doors like, son of a bitch, get out of here. So that's basically it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we go to commercial, we come back, Pat McAfee's there, and then, Michael Cole, being the voice of reason, is like, hey, just wait for Sunday, just wait 8 more days, you'll kick his ass later. I'm like, shut up. Anyway, so after that, we hear about Triple H's in-ring career being over, which I did a video of. I'll put the link to that in the description box below. So, just sad that, he came this close to death, after, going for a simple thing. He was coughing up blood, and Stephanie took him to the hospital, and then, seemed like everything was okay, but then he got rushed back to the hospital. They had to do the surgery on his heart. Now he has a defibrillator in his heart, so I don't think, he's going to be wrestling with a defibrillator in his heart. Like, that thing goes off, he's dead in the ring. So I think Triple H made a great decision. Work behind the scenes, be with your kids. Just not wrestle anymore. And that's pretty much it. But it was a sad story to see on the Stephen A. Smith show. And they didn't really show the interview. They just showed some clips and stuff like that. So yeah, so Triple H is now retired from the ring. So when you imagine what he's going to do now, I think he's going to stay as COO of the company or whatever his title is. And that's pretty much it. So sad to report that Triple H's in-ring career is over. But he'll probably be on TV maybe to do a couple of things, but no, not fight, obviously. So move on from there. So that's that. So, but check out the video in the description box after I put this bad boy up. I'm almost done, so we're gonna end the shop pretty soon. All right, then we go to our next match. Sasha Banks, Fatal 4-Way match actually. Sasha Banks, the boss. Eat boys time. She takes on Rhea Ripley, My Brutality, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. I thought this match was I thought it was with Shayna. Wait a minute. No, Shayna Baszler was in the match. I don't know why Carmella was in that. But yeah, I had a typo. I typed it wrong. Alright, so it's Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, and Queen Zelina in the match. Start off with a big brawl. Then cooler heads prevailed. And then Shayna tries for another save, so Sasha hits a double bank statement on Shayna and Rhea Ripley, and then look like Sasha hurt her knee. And then Shayna put Rhea Ripley in a Kirifuda clutch. Sasha had to save her, which led Shayna to save Sasha from Queen Zelina's Code Red attempt. Got the pin on that. Shayna goes to the floor. Then Rhea hits a big flippy-dippity dive to the outside, but then Zelina Vega takes Ripley out as well with a dive. They go back in, and Zelina Vega, starts mocking. She's like, I'm the queen. And then Sasha's like, bitch, I'm going to finish you off. She hits the bank statement, or she locks in the bank statement, and then Zelina Vega tapped out at almost 9 minutes. All right, so Sasha Banks gets the win for, I guess, her team, Team Glow, or Bosch Glow, or Team Bad, whatever you want to call it. So she gets the win. Match she gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we see Roman and Paul arrive to the Barclays Center. Heyman's a little worried, but Roman says, we'll be fine. But Brock Lesnar won't, so that's that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we run down the entire WrestleMania card as it is now for night 1 and 2. And then after that, we end the show with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman in the ring. Roman says Brock better be out of his locker room. So he goes to the locker room. It's trashed. Lesnar's nowhere to be found. Then we go to the parking lot, where we see Lesnar has a pickaxe. Wonder where we got that from. Probably got it from the men and women in the MTA. Because I work so hard on making, fixing up the transportation on the trains and shit. You still have to pay $2.75 for a goddamn ride. Well, I don't. I get half fare. But it's what it is. So Brock has a pickaxe. He smashes up Roman's car again. The same car, same color car. Roman says, well, it says, Brock, you idiot, we can't use weapons at WrestleMania. So Liz is like, okay. So he heads to the ring, and he comes through the crowd. He stares at Roman from the announcer's table, because Roman didn't see him at first. He's like, oh, there he is. And then security come out. Probably some like midgets from Creative Pro come out. They try to stop Brock, but Brock grabs a chair, beats the living crap out of all of them. Then Roman and Paul, plus the Usos, who surprisingly just came out, they leave. They get out of Dodge very quickly. So Lesnar starts beating the living bejesus out of security some more. And then Roman gets on screen, pops up on screen in the gorilla position and promises to make Lesnar acknowledge him at WrestleMania. And yeah, that was really a bad ending. Not like Monday night. Well, not the ending of Monday night, you know, with Seth Rollins and just going berserk, you know. But this little thing between Brock and Roman wasn't as great as it was last week. So it is what. So the whole thing I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. But overall, SmackDown wasn't as great as last week. I think the last few weeks of SmackDown haven't been really good. Same thing for Raw too. So this week of wrestling has just been, besides Dynamite, which was pretty damn good, and Rampage tonight, which was okay. This wrestling this week has just been boring. And next week is WrestleMania week, and they have bad, really boring shows. I may not watch WrestleMania. That's sad, but it is what it is. Alright, so my final rating for SmackDown, I gave it 5.5 out of 10 stars. That's all I can say about that. Leave me your thoughts down below in the comments section. What you guys think of SmackDown and Raw. And leave your thoughts, your opinions, your questions, and anything else. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on this channel, my other channels in the description box. And friend me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to smash the bell, get notified. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So once again, SmackDown gets 5.5 out of 10 stars. And Raw gets about the same. Raw and SmackDown about 5.5 each for this week. And that's it. Alright. And we'll move on from there. Alright, we got one final comment from Felicia. She's saying hello to Nick. Well, Nick left a long time ago, but it is what it is. Alright, I would do my thank yous right now, but I don't have any power right now on my phone. I got 18%, so I'm gonna finish this baby up. I'm gonna edit it up, grab a nice little beverage while I do some editing, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and then get ready for my weekend, because I gotta do a couple hours of work. I gotta do some things in the house, and then I'm gonna have a good rest of my Saturday, and then Sunday I'm gonna do a couple things. Might go visit my parents, and just have a good old Sunday, and then get ready for WrestleMania week, because it's gonna be a busy week, and hopefully I get all those videos out to you. If not, then I apologize. It is what it is. Just, you know, can't do all the videos and work and you have a social life at the same time. So it is what it is. Alright, so that's it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Felicia, Lauren, and Nick for coming in. And the Insanity Plex, thank you all for coming in. And that's pretty much it. So that's it. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gomar, signing off on this almost late Friday night, early Saturday morning. Thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gomar signing out. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Go Cute. Oh, I almost forgot to do one thing. One second. You can't see me, but you can't see it. But anyway, I'm Peter Gomar saying peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your Go Cute. And if you're not down with that, prophecy. We got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. The beast has awoken. Fear the prophecy.